Hello everyone and good day to you all. My name is Harold and welcome to my video presentation about Entrepreneurial Mind. I, along with my partner Mr. Palattao, will guide you guys throughout the video. Please stay tuned. So first of all, what is Entrepreneurial Mind? An entrepreneurial mindset is a set of skills that enable people to identify and make the most of opportunities, overcome and learn from setbacks, and succeed in a variety of settings. So if you have this indicator that you possess this type of mindset, you are destined to become a businessman or an entrepreneur. Or if not, then I believe that skills and mindset can be developed in just a matter of time. It's just about proper thought or a selection of your thoughts that would sooner or later change your words and change your action, maybe possibly change the habit of your lifestyle. Entrepreneurial leadership involves organizing and motivating a group of people to achieve a common objective through innovation, risk optimization, taking advantage of opportunities, and managing the dynamic organizational environment. So if you have this mindset of anticipation, you need to have a contingency plan. You will not only rely on the original plan, but you also need to think outside of the box and also have alternatives that would later be suitable for your upcoming dangers your business may encounter. Think strategically as an entrepreneur would. Um, an example would be, okay, imagine this. If your customer does not want your product, would that lead you to disregarding the product and terminating its production? No, but instead you should identify what the customer doesn't like within the particular part of the product. You will have to analyze the problem and come up with a solution. But before that, your mindset must be analytic. Eventually, you will initiate change for the better and not for the worse. That would later give you the enough chance to consider change and avoid conflict with your existing customers. So next is the entrepreneurial mind frame. What is the entrepreneurial mind frame? It is a mindset. A state of mind of an entrepreneur is an important part of their success. The entrepreneurial mind frame is the ambition or worldview which the entrepreneur has. It all starts with belief, both in themselves and in whatever it is they are doing. Many successful entrepreneurs have overcome years of adversity in order to create their perfect outcome or follow through on something they have believed in. Entrepreneurial mind frame allows the entrepreneur to see things in a very positive and optimistic light in the midst of crisis or difficult situations. In fact, in Chinese writing, the word crisis is composed of two characters. The first character means danger, while the second character means opportunity. So if you'll go and search up James Dyson, inventor of the Dyson vacuum cleaner, his idea for the bagless vacuum cleaner came from the cyclone technology used at a sawmill. He saw the loss of suction of the traditional vacuum cleaner with the removable bag and looked for a solution. He spent 5 years and created over 5,000 prototypes of his vacuum cleaner. However, initially there was no interest in his idea when he launched the G-Force cleaner in 1983. No manufacturer or distributor would touch his product because of the vast market for vacuum replacement bags. So Dyson launched his product in Japan through catalog sales. It won a design award in 1991. After no major manufacturers would pick up his invention, he launched his own manufacturing company in 1993. Given that his initial concept for the idea was in the late 70s, you can see that the entrepreneurial mind frame which he had. His wife was an art teacher and was able to partly support him through her salary. Given the same circumstances, though, how many people would have seen this through or just given up after so much adversity? Great inventors throughout history have had this same die-hard entrepreneurial mind frame. The Wright brothers, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison, for example, all persevered through uncertainty and adversity because they believed in something greater than their circumstances. Passion is the great desire to attain a vision or to fulfill a mission. It is about wanting something so much that a person would be willing to totally devote oneself to the quest. Entrepreneurs have three kinds of passion. Some entrepreneurs are passionate for inventing. They focus on identifying new opportunities or creating new products or services. These are the typical scientists or product-oriented entrepreneurs. Some are passionate for funding. They focus on setting up and nurturing the initial venture. These entrepreneurs get energized from creating the initial businesses. They often exit after a certain point and restart the process with a new venture. And other entrepreneurs are passionate for developing. They focus on building the venture, and they get energy from growing the business, attracting new customers, hiring new employees, and building an organizational culture. It is the fuel that entrepreneurs need to keep going. Research shows that the passion is the key predictor of entrepreneurs' creativity, persistence, and venture performance. In other words, the more passionate the entrepreneur is, the more likely they are to succeed. The mindset or state of mind of an entrepreneur is an important part of their success. Entrepreneurial mind frame is the ambition or worldview which the entrepreneur has. It all starts with belief, both in themselves and in whatever it is they are doing. Not all entrepreneurs are inventors. Though the entrepreneurial mind frame is a disposition of certain individuals to entrepreneurial activities, this might be because they don't accept the status quo, or they look towards more meaning in their working lives. Entrepreneurial types are often drawn to risk, opportunities, and innovation, rather than accepting the traditional working values of the herd. Resilience is a mindset of the entrepreneurial which is vital for sustaining a very often difficult passion or destination. In fact, resilience is often cited as the most important characteristic of an entrepreneur and a predictor of their success. Without it, a would-be entrepreneur is more likely to give up before they even reach any purpose goal. Entrepreneurs therefore look for small wins and consider adversity a necessary obstacle to success. Entrepreneurs think differently to most people. They look at the world differently. People who are entrepreneurs look at the world differently due to the fact that being an entrepreneur requires individual perspective on their given set of skills, which will make them more efficient when it comes to thinking outside the box and generating new ideas for the better outcome of their product and enterprises. They seek out opportunities rather than immediate security. When there's an opportunity available, they would often grab it rather than taking it for granted. They often want something more than the status quo. Entrepreneurs mostly want something more valuable goals rather than being contented of what they currently have. Therefore, they would preferably work more harder or have a unique mindset, routine enabling them to gain more. They need to do things differently to the norm, similar to thinking outside the box. They would relatively do odd things differently unlike the other norms who stay with the usual set of rules and workflow. Entrepreneurs are not afraid of taking risks and doing things a bit differently. Entrepreneurs are risk takers no matter how insecure it is for them to jump into conclusions that would make better profit for the business. It is said that the people who are not afraid of change will go even further in life that would result into success. Most people have a certain level of fear, which holds them back in life. For business owners and entrepreneurs, holding on to fears can be a major roadblock to success. If you have a business but are afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, you could be preventing the growth of the business due to your lack of personal growth. This is particularly true when it comes to advertising a business. From being an employee to an entrepreneur is difficult, partly because you are shifting roles and you will likely bring your old attitudes and behaviors with you to the new role. This can mean you'll get stuck in your employee mindset. As an employee, you get paid no matter what. Just as long as you do your job and the position exists, you'll continue to get paid. Entrepreneurial life is different. You need to actively grow your business. Starting out, this can be very tough because you don't know your new role and you don't have any income yet. Think outside of the box. My other piece of advice is that you should think outside of the box. If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're going to be the same as everyone else. You need to separate yourself from everyone else. Obviously, there's a lot of things that you can do that is the same, but you need to find ways that put you ahead of everyone else. You want links, you want exposure, you want to rank high in Google. So there's a million other websites. How are you going to get noticed? You need to be creative. Each niche will be different, but you have to find ideas that makes you stand out. Next is the entrepreneurial heart flame. The entrepreneurial heart flame is also about emotional intelligence or EQ, which is often manifested in the entrepreneur's efforts to nurture relationships with customers, employees, and suppliers. The entrepreneur also looks after the interests of his or her people by motivating and encouraging them to the best of the best that they can be. This creates caring culture within the organization that brings about synergy among the people working towards a common vision. The entrepreneurial gut game refers to the ability of the entrepreneur to sense without using the five senses. This is also known as intuition. Somehow, the entrepreneur just knows whether something will work or not without necessitating logical, systematical, and sequential thinking. The gut game also connotes courage or, in the local dialect, lakas ng loob, strong intestinal fortitude. It is simply confidence in oneself and the firm belief that everything is within reach so long as you aspire for it.
Good day everyone, I'm Palattao and I'm going to continue what the topic Entrepreneurial Mind is all about. Successful new products spring from the convergence of the creative mind, the technical mind, and the business mind. All three minds come together in the entrepreneurial mind. In reality, however, the three minds are seldom found in one entrepreneur. However, the entrepreneur is certainly the orchestrator of the three minds. The first one is the creative mind. The creative mind conceptualizes and designs a product that consumers find some use for. It likewise produces a product that is pleasing to see, touch, smell, hear, and taste. It also produces a product that creates emotional attachment and eventually become a significant personal expression of the consumer. The second one is the technical mind. The technical mind is the technology originator. The entrepreneur may not necessarily possess the technical mind, but this is what drives him or her to convert new knowledge into something highly functional and operational. The technical mind is also a technology adapter. He or she uses old knowledge for new applications in various fields of human endeavor. Finally, the technical mind is a technology renderer. He or she resolves to make a new product work for the product creator by configuring and reconfiguring the technical design of the new product. Lastly, the business mind. The business mind harnesses the potential of new products by creating the market space for them. It also organizes sufficient forces and resources to develop, launch, and commercialize the new product in order to maximize its market value. The business mind also manages the external and internal business environment of the new product, which goes beyond the product development process itself. For a better appreciation, let us give an example of how the creative mind, the technical mind, and the business mind are used in developing a new product. Here are the case examples. The lantern. Two MBA students embarked on their venture thesis. They were Ronaldo Pingol and Cristina Pastrana. They developed a new product called Lantern. Essentially, this new product was a desk lantern that reflected colorful and moving images onto the lantern screen. The lamp for the product was positioned as a novelty night lamp for children's bedroom or a mood lamp for living rooms. The images were illuminated on the lamp screen by an electric bulb of small wattage. As the lamp was lit, the heat of the lamp caused the lamp to turn. While the screen revolved around the four sides of the rectangular lamp, an illusion of changing shapes and sizes was created while the images moved from one end of the screen to another. So, the creative minds of Pingol and Pastrana were activated as they searched for a novelty product for their venture thesis. They were intrigued by the reflector or projector lanterns in three movies, which is The Little Mermaid, Up Close and Personal, and Eye for an Eye. Their technical minds were challenged. They had no technological backgrounds. They did not possess the skill to fashion such lamps. They had to figure out how to make the lamps turn, how to make their skins, and how to make the images mesmerizing for children and adults alike. So, lastly, their business minds were also put to the test. Who would be their best target market? How would they market the lamp? Who could make the lamp for them once they developed their prototype? How could they brace the fund for the project? Could they produce the lamp at a cost that would generate profits for them? So that's the question inside the business minds. And on to the next topic, we're going to tackle about the 5 essential characteristics of the entrepreneurial mind. Not all independent business people are true entrepreneurs, and not all entrepreneurs are created equal. Many different types of people are drawn to entrepreneurship. First one is the openness to try new things. An open mind is essential, since testing new methods and means can determine the direction of entire business. This is especially true for individuals inventing new products and services, yet all entrepreneurs must be able to experiment since this is what allows their ideas to evolve. And here is the importance of trying out new things. Number 1. It eliminates fear. Number 2. Discovering yourself more. Number 3. Creativity. Number 4. An excellent way to get rid of boredom. Number 5. It makes you an asset in business. Number 7. It improves your health. And that's all. The second one, creative mindset. It is a hallmark of entrepreneurs is their ability to view things from different perspectives to create solutions that others don't see. This unique way of thinking frees them from common constraints and drives the mindset that anything is possible. Number 3 is sense of suspicion. The competition is fierce for successful ideas. Entrepreneurs are extremely cautious about sharing their ideas and inspiration. This secrecy also allows them to try, test, and refine their creations without the pressure of judgment or negativity. Number 4, measure of modesty. An air of humility is necessary since starting a business includes a few failures along with the successes. Egos can do more harm than good. The best business leaders usually sacrifice pride for the sake of progress. And lastly, number 5 is with the unknown. Since launching a business presents an onslaught of uncertainties, individuals must be comfortable with the going for a goal and that offers no guarantee. The most successful entrepreneurs thrive in this environment and see it as a challenge that pushes them to work harder. Having an entrepreneurial mind helps you to quickly identify problems and provide a timely solution. You're not one to sit around and wait. You have a strong intuition, and if you want something, you'll go get it. Having this mindset means you know the importance of keeping moving forward even when difficult. And that's all. Thank you.